Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation. And what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
But it brings up
the Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow on play action. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break the initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
40-yard line.
Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they go play action now. Burrow, he sets to fire deep. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Rico Gafford, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun is Minshew. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
And 14.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
10-10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, boys. Look at me. Zipper. 52's the mark right now. 52's the mark.
Taylor. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down inside the 10 at the 9. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Look at me. Go on. 36. Hey, Delta. Check 52.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Here's Minshew. And quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Elsewhere around the NFL, 3rd quarter now in Los Angeles. And scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. That's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
Set, ready? 60, Pittsburgh.
Here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Titans 3. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They're passing here. Joe Burrow completes it to Hardman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Burrow on 1st down. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this one complete to Gafford. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. Looking here for Smith down. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Burrow will throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Burrow. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To the air again, Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Titans 9.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Complete to Jonathan.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. And now this defense try to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Minshew sets to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you've got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock. Kept him short of the marker. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's coming. Double up.
Now Minshew. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On the double. He's coming, check in. He's good. Get. Rock it.
Again, it's Taylor. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
60 more. Just like that.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
17 guys. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle.
Play action. It's Burrow. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 49, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with. Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.